Today is June 6, 2020, about 1:45 p.m. So I called out there to DMV today. I spoke with a Pam, ID number 2860. And if you can see right here, I wrote on the page where it was redone on June 28, 2020 by Deputy 94. You see that right there. It was done again at another DMV where they sent the paperwork out and stuff. So I looked up the laws out there in Minnesota about how you transfer titles and stuff. And there was nothing I could find out there whatsoever on getting someone's name off of a title. But what's so interesting is that what I did find is that it says on the title that both parties have to sign the title, resell, transfer, etc., by law. So all DMVs get federal funding. All of them do. Now, this is where I'm going with this. And it makes me very happy because I did my homework and I see everything that they did was in violation of state law and federal law when it comes to a title of a vehicle, title of a vessel, title of a motorcycle. It falls under those categories of state laws and federal laws, which is a criminal offense, which is intentionally to result in financial gain, fraud. All of this is a criminal offense. Now, I don't want to hear nothing about COVID-19. I don't want to hear no more about that. I'm tired of hearing about it. Okay? I'm really tired of hearing about it because they had every opportunity to do what they were supposed to do because I did what I was supposed to do by law and what they requested me to do. All right? So there was faxed everything by my eye doctor, VisionWorks, on 5/22/2020 at exactly 4:15 p.m., 4:30 p.m. at area code 651-282-2463. So there was faxed the eye review report. And also have a confirmation. It's also in my medical files. The time it was faxed, copies of it and everything. Then on 6/1/2020, went to my doctor, Health Partners, and they faxed everything there. And that was at approximately 9:34 a.m. in the morning. They faxed everything there. Saw my doctor around 7:30 that morning. So I don't play with my license. That I don't do. I don't play with my license. Okay? So all of that was faxed. All right? Again, they claim they didn't get nothing. So again, I went down to a DMV and on June 29th, you can see that label right there. That's from the DMV office. That's their stamp. The deputy that did it and everything, reloaded and everything, sent everything. Again, that was twice that they were sent the same paperwork. Okay, today they were sent the paperwork again. We're going to see what happens now. See, I'm trying to do everything legal, everything by the book. So we're going to see what happens now. So now I got to try to find somebody to drive me around so I can get some things done with the courts and everything. But then again, I'm not going to do that because they have cameras all over in DMVs, inside, around the employees and everything. For you to stop something like this, you have to punch in your code number. You have to punch in your employee number. See? For you to just pick up a fax and throw it away, you're on camera, you idiots. You're on camera. At your own job, you're on camera. So you have to explain this to the courts. Once you lose your job, hope you got kids and you lose your job, because you need to be put in jail, because this is not the first time that this probably happened. This is not the first time. So everything goes back to the Faribault Sheriff's Department and my ex-wife, going to be ex-wife. You see, everything goes back to them, which I don't understand why neither one of them is in jail for strong-arm robbery me. A deputy with a badge, and my wife was his accomplice. Okay? She was his accomplice. Oh, damn it, I forgot. Women could get away with that. Deputies could get away with that. I totally forgot. There's no law. They're above the law. The women out there is above the law in Minnesota. I totally forgot about that, man. Damn. I keep forgetting about things like that. Wow. So for this to keep continuing happening, somebody that down at the DMV in Minneapolis, Minnesota is doing this intentionally, retaliation against me and everything. That's just what it is. And it's a crime. That is a federal crime for going into a computer system and removing someone's information. I looked that federal law up, by the way. I looked that up. You see, that's a federal crime. Because if you did it to me, you did it to someone else. If you did it to me, you did it to someone else. You intentionally endangered that individual's life for financial gain, retaliation, and hate. Because that's all this boils down to. Retaliation, hate, and causing financial gain on someone. That's where all of this falls down into. And it falls under the federal laws. That's the funny thing about it. Because you went into a computer system at DMV and deleted my information. That's a federal offense. That ain't state. That's feds. Because if you did that to me, you've done it to someone else. And I bet you $100. Well, I don't got $100, but I bet you that if they do end up investigating this, your hands are going to be all over the other people that you've done this to, that you have done this to. You're going to be all over other people that you've done this to. See, because y'all are so stupid where you need your password to get into those systems and look up someone and delete them. It's just like with the sheriffs. They ran my information over 32 times to try to find something on me. 32 times. Why you are running an individual 32 times? I don't get it. Why are you running someone's name 32 times through the system? I don't get it. I do not get it. I do not get it. So you keep running my name through the database, criminal database, and you're mad because I've committed no crimes. I'm not wanted nowhere. Don't drink, don't mess with drugs. Never rob nobody. Then you go through Interpol. You run my name through Interpol. Could somebody tell me why did you run my name through Interpol? I don't get this. Why is it so important to set me up Why is it so important to make me public enemy number one? What have I done to deserve that? I've done nothing wrong. I was a victim of domestic violence. Finally got tired of taking the assaults from my wife. Finally got tired of her telling me she wants me to die like her. She wants to infect me with AIDS. Tired of her attacking me, assaulting me. That's the only thing I did. I was a victim of domestic abuse by my wife, by the hands of my wife, which she is dangerous. Okay? And for the record, how I knew that Deputy Keith that was talking to my wife is because she told on herself. See, when she drinks, she has a big mouth. When she drinks, constantly drinking what she does, she has a big mouth. And when she told me that day that you closed, you did not send nothing to the city attorney or the DA's office. When she told me that day, I told the attorney, Terry Watkins, that we knew. I told him. And he said, well, you know what you do? You go down there and you get the police report and you get the videos and everything. That's what you do. So I did. And when I got the report, you closed the investigation. You're a deputy. You're not the city attorney. You're not the DA. You have no right by law, which I know and read by law, when I am the victim, to close an investigation when there was an assault there, when y'all people refused to go to Apple Valley, when they called y'all 6 times to get a report done. You saw the pictures. You saw the pictures also when she goes crazy. You saw all of the evidence, and you choose. Who the hell gave you the right to decide who gets filed charges on or not when a crime was committed? I was the victim. She tried to kill me. She intentionally tried to infect me with AIDS. I was the victim. Never put my hands on her ass. Never. Never hurt her. So then you tell her, what nationality am I? Is he black? That came out of your words, your mouth, Keith. That came out of your mouth because you told me everything. See, when she drinks, she got a big mouth. She may deny it, which she will, because that's all she knows how to do, because she doesn't know how to take responsibility for her own actions. It's everybody else's fault but hers. So that's how I found out that you didn't file the charges or send it to the city attorney's office or the DA's office. That's why I went and I got the copy of the police report from federal sheriffs. So you've been setting me up since you spoke with her on the 7th. It's amazing how this electronic stuff and everything is so amazing how you can get stuff. See, I had to go to people to ask people to get stuff from me because I'm not too familiar with how to do computers and all of that. I'm not that intelligent with that there. I'm intelligent with this right here. This is called a pen. This is called a pen. This is called paper. This I'm good at. This I'm good at. Pen, paper. Okay? I'm not good at the computer stuff. I'm not real good at computer stuff. Okay? I'm not good at it at all. All right? So then, May 7th, she texts me. Then I got robbed, which she was an accomplice of, with a deputy with a badge. But yet, he falsified a government document on the state level, city level, and federal level, just behind retaliation, hate, discrimination, and everything. Because I talked to other people that got stopped by the sheriffs out there in Faribault. We did a big investigation. A couple of us did. We started talking and stuff, asking questions. All right, we started, and they never had nothing done like this to them. And the reason why the deputy did this is to cover his ass, because he robbed me. He stole my $200, my wallet, with my wife as his accomplice, to protect himself. You see, to protect himself. And right here, it says right here for employees, okay? This comes from him. But the funny thing is that he didn't put his badge number down. So I don't know his badge number, which I was refused. When I went to get the body cams and recordings, the lady at the front desk refused me to have anything. I couldn't talk to whoever was in charge. She refused. Just like she said to me, no, they didn't get nothing from Apple Valley Police Department, but they did. Everything was sent to the Apple Valley Police Department. The whole domestic report was sent to them in Faribault on the 6th. Because I didn't get out of Fairview Hospital till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, when Health Partners sent me to Fairview Hospital. Okay. And that was on the 7th. I got out of there that morning. Then I went to go see that deputy on the 7th. So it's kind of funny how everything the sheriff's department says is a damn lie. Because them and my wife been trying to set me up ever since January 7th. You know, and they get away with this. Let me see. Conspiracy, falsified police reports, falsified charges, retaliation, bogus lies. Wow. Y'all making me sound worse than John Dillinger. But y'all making me public enemy number one. I ain't violent to nobody. I will protect myself. But those idiots get away with it. So let's see the scenario here. If I went and robbed someone, I go to jail, be charged with robbery, assault. So somebody out there, please tell me why the deputy is not charged with strong arm robbery with a badge and my wife was his accomplice. Why are they not charged? Why is she not charged with attempted murder on my life, which could be a felony or a misdemeanor? When she made me bleed. And he saw the wounds on my neck. He saw the scratches on my neck. He saw everything. Because if he says he didn't, he's a damn liar. Because I showed him all of the scratch marks were still on my neck and everything. Everything. When I went to go see that deputy, Keith, everything was still there. Still bruised, finger marks around my throat. Everything was still there. So I'm just curious on why Minnesota hates black people so much and Spanish so much, just to put them behind bars and give them fake charges. Minnesota, you're not nice. Y'all need to remove that. You know what your term should be? We love to kill and put in jail anything that looks black and Spanish. That's what the phase of Minnesota title should be, because that's all y'all do. That's all y'all do. That's all y'all do. That's all y'all do. A crime was committed on me by a law enforcement officer. 2. Not 1, 2. And my wife. And with the help of DMV. Because we're going to see now, because DMV got everything again. Everything again. We're going to see now. I called out there and I spoke with, by law, by every state law and federal law, you have to. Any contact you come in with the officer of the law, any law enforcement, which I was refused, not once, but 5 times, I was refused. Names of the deputies that was there on May 7th, their radio transmission calls, their body cam. I was refused their names, their badge numbers. Under federal state laws, I have that right. I requested. It was faxed to them. And you see, I keep everything. I keep everything. I keep everything. So it's like, I couldn't be on a jury member. Nah. Because if I was on a jury member, somebody beat a cop up or a deputy up, I'll find them not guilty. Straight up. Straight the hell up. Straight up. I couldn't be on no jury member. No way. I couldn't be on no jury member. No. That I couldn't do. I couldn't do that at all. I couldn't do that at all. Because as I see what happens to me when I ask for a divorce, Buster, sending other guys money, our money, then rips me off just to get out of a marriage when all she had to do was the right thing. Let's go through this divorce. Let's get it over, you know. But what's the best way? Like she told me, she don't got to pay spousal maintenance, have my ass locked up, have false charges put on me. You see, it's just like when she got served the divorce papers. She calls me, called me every dirty name in the book. And by the way, it was from her other phone that she has. And then it came from her store, AutoZone, 36 something. You see? So it's kind of funny how she violated the restraining order. You call those punks and they don't do nothing. You know, they don't do nothing. But if a man violates a restraining order, goes in front of a judge, they automatically find him violation. It's so weird, man. It's so weird. But she could have done this a better way. You know, everybody told her, except for the person that helped her, think that her marriage was no good. She could have done this she could have done this the right way. She could have done this the right way. The right way she could have done this. She didn't have to do this the nasty, evil way. But, you know, what can you expect from a woman that was a hoe, a prostitute in the state of Minnesota for so many years? And I feel sorry for the guys that she was sleeping with or whatever she was doing with them. They better check themselves for AIDS. Because I bet you they got AIDS. I bet you they have AIDS. You know, I bet you that they have AIDS. You know, I bet you they got AIDS. And it kind of hurts how you get set up by law enforcement that's supposed to protect you, especially when you become a victim of a domestic violence, and they turn it all around on you. When you went to the police first. Well, don't get me wrong, Apple Valley Police did a hell of a job. They did what they were supposed to do. They contacted the Faribault Sheriff's Department 6 times, January 6, 2020. It's in their report that they faxed everything over there to them. But the Sheriff's Department claims that they never got no fax from the Apple Valley Police Department of the report or anything else. And I think it's the watch commander, whatever you call them, over at the Apple Valley Police Department, stating in a statement, yes, we have faxed everything, and the officers has faxed everything, their phone numbers, their badge numbers, how to contact them, and everything else over to the Rice County Sheriff's Department. All copies of the inquiry report that was documented on 1/6/2020 at approximately 4:17 p.m. at Health Partners in Apple Valley, address, etc., with the presence of his officer, which were 2 officers, their badge numbers, their phone numbers, and everything. And this comes from the supervisor, I guess, of the Apple Valley Police Department in a statement that is signed by them, by that individual, stating everything was faxed to the Sheriff's Department. And it also states, we have tried 6 times with numerous calls to have a deputy to come to the Apple Valley Health Partners Clinic to do a report, and we were denied. They denied that request from officer such and such and such, badge number such and such, contact number such and such, Apple Valley Police Department. They called 6 times, and they were denied their requests. There was no earthquake. There was no rain. There was no COVID virus. There was no parades. There was no shootings, no terrorist acts, no explosives, no bombings, no fires. They just didn't want to do the damn report. So that means that when they did this, she's been trying to set me up for a while because my name was said. Somebody tell me, how can a woman lie in your face, say they love you, and they set you up? That is the coldest thing in the world, man. That is the coldest thing in the world. That is the coldest thing in the world. That is the coldest thing in the world. A woman lies in your face, says she loves you, and yet she sets you up. That is so cold. That is so cold. That is so cold. Took a vow in front of God, lied to God, lied to you about everything. Then they get mad when you find out what they did was not only just against the law, but you find out about their whole life, and then they get mad at you, try to file charges on you because you posting that all over the place. I got that right. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press. I got the right to let everybody know how my wife tried to infect me with AIDS. I have that right. I have that right. She tried to kill me. Intentionally, knowingly, tried to infect me with AIDS. This is why she didn't want to move back to California. Because she knew. She knew. She's from Minnesota. She knows how to manipulate. She knows how to lie herself out of things. Then I find out that Uncle Sam is after us. because she filed false taxes. Wow. Wow. Got a letter. I had to call him. Hey, look, I don't know nothing, you know. She does the taxes. I didn't even know she was doing taxes, joint taxes, you know. I hope she doesn't file for 2020 for next year. Don't use my information because you're committing identity theft on me, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. You stole everything. I'm still working on the Social Security office to come after you because you stole my damn money. I'm tired of it. I'm fed up with it. She was a hoe in Minnesota. She was a prostitute. That's what she was in the state of Minnesota. They know how to steal. They know how to lie. She worked the damn streets. See, first of all, if I was a governor, there'd be a lot of changes. A lot of changes. If I heard the complaints that I'm having from a person, those individuals would be investigated. They would be facing criminal charges. Why wait until you have to kill an individual just for an investigation to start? Why do you have to get, why do it got to go that way? See, I'm doing everything right. You know, I'm doing everything right. That's the funny thing about it. And get no justice. See, I remember it was a law, I forgot what thing was in California, where you can't keep running somebody's name. You cannot keep running someone's name through the sheriff system, police department system. Avis, you cannot keep running somebody's name through that stuff. But I'm pretty sure they caught up onto it. You know? It's none of your business where I'm at or anything. It's none of your business where I'm at. It's none of your business. I'm not bothering nobody. I don't drink, don't mess with drugs. Stay to myself. It's none of your business. But for you to commit conspiracy on a person, falsely accuse, retaliation, falsified a document to DMV, all of those grounds I found out falls under the federal and state laws. So I wonder which laws is going to pick up the charges on y'all. Then you strong arm rob me with a deputy with a badge. My wife as your accomplice. She couldn't do nothing with the attorney Terry told her when we talked about divorce. She couldn't wait for the divorce court to make the decisions. Then you tell me that you're the judge and the jury. And I'm telling you that's marital property. That's not your decision to make. And you tell me it is because you're the judge and the jury. You have no right to carry a badge. You have no right to be employed. I don't give a damn if you got kids or not. Let them starve. Because you violated the law. You strong arm robbed me. And my wife was your accomplice. But I forgot. Women like that can get away with it. She never told me she had AIDS. Oh, damn it, I forgot. Because she said she did, that means something. But she never did. Yeah, she spit in my face. I forgot again. Oh no, I didn't spit in his face. But yet she did. And by the way, that is a crime. That is an assault, which she was supposed to have been charged. That's the funny thing about it. That's the funny thing about it. Then you got someone at DMV committing a crime by removing my information out of the system when it was put in there not once, not twice, but 3 times. 3 times. Today makes the 3rd time my information was put back in. And I want to see tomorrow, because if it's still the same, then the FBI needs to go down and really investigate that, because now you're tampering with FBI equipment, government equipment, you see. And whoever's doing it, they're on camera. They need their password. So they jeopardize their freedom, their jobs for some stupid ass deputy. Wow, that shows the intelligence of half of the people in the state of Minnesota. Wow, that shows their intelligence. That shows their intelligence. That shows their intelligence. And whoever done this and keep doing this need to lose their job and be behind bars and file charges on federal charges, because that's a federal offense. That ain't state, that's federal. Anytime you're messing with a government computer, that is federal. Because if you did it to me, you did it to someone else. That's federal. And you need to be prosecuted. It's all right. Court's coming up. Got to get my butt out there. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Who knows? Maybe she is right. She don't have to pay spousal maintenance. She don't have to return the money that she stole. Who knows? Who knows? Lost everything. Lost the house. Lost everything. Overdrafted my account. Lost everything. Lost everything. Because she couldn't do this the right way. Because I bust her Skyping some guy butt naked in the middle of the bed with a dildo between her legs. Bust her. Who knows? Who knows? It's time for women like this, women like that, to really go to jail. It's time for it. It's time. It's time. Now, and I got, who's on investigation now is the finance company that financed the car. Find out they're in Minnesota. So they broke so many laws in the state of Minnesota too. They broke a lot of laws. I wouldn't be surprised if they get shut down. Yeah, they help break laws too. They help too. They help too. Not only did they help, but they refused to report my good stuff to the credit bureaus. They refuse to do that, which I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out if that's against the law too. Peace out. Freedom of speech. Freedom of the press. 310-927-8817.